Hello students, welcome to all of you. Today I am here as various students ask me about what is to be done in project synopsis. So here I am going to show you step by step what are the contents should be added in your project synopsis. This is basically for BCA as well as MCA students. The major project is in BCA and in minor project is in MCA. But BTECH student can also take the benefits from this video. So the contents are title page, introduction, objective of the project, scope and significance of the project, what is feasibility study, methodology used or planning of work, expected outcomes and bibliography. So in any project synopsis, these main points should be included. Now I am going to cover all these topics one by one. So title page. So here I have given the template for your title page. So here you can see that you have to write topic of the project, whatever you have decided. And then here you have to write down either major project synopsis or minor project synopsis of bachelor in computer application, or you can write down what? Master in computer application. Now, if there is an individual or any team, then the name of the student enrollment number should be here. After that, your guide name, the logo of the university, and then the information about the department. So this is the first page of your synopsis. Now moving further. Now you have to describe your project briefly under introduction part. So here there are mainly 4 things to be added. First one is the project to be developed, what you are going to try to develop, either research or any website or any software. Then the technology you will use. For example, if you are going to try to build a software, then the technology can be with the help of Java programming, with the help of .NET programming, Spring, Applet, anything, whatever the database is going to be used. So these technologies has to be discussed here. Next, the field of the project, where this project is applied. Okay, why you are going to develop this project. For example, if I am going to try to make a software for library so that any librarian can easily issue books to the students, teachers, and make the record safe. So here you have to discuss this. Next, the special technical terms about the project. Any abbreviation you have used, any special technical terms that has to be described. So these are the basic points that you have to be included in introduction part. And introduction part should be between 2 to 3 pages only. Okay. Now, next point is objective of the project. It is very clear to you that what it means. Objective means what is the main goal of your project. By completion of your project, what will be achieved by your project? You have to describe it within 1 to 2 paragraphs. That's it. Okay. Now next, scope. Scope means simply its boundary and parameters of a project. What are the parameters are needed before either building to the project, or if anybody use your project, use your module, then what are the parameters are needed by the user. And boundaries means for how much far you are going to build that software. Let us take one example. Again, I'm going to take it for library management system. You are just building the project for how to issue the books and how student or teachers return the books. You are not going to include any type of fines. You are not going to save or include the fine in your project. So this is the boundaries. You have to be very specific that this software will work only on these parameters. That's it. So to do this, first one is what are the tasks? What are the timelines? What are the budget is needed to build your project, software, anything. Okay. Timeline can be described like for analysis, you will take 15 days. For designing, you will take 1 month. And for implementation, again, you are going to take 20 days. For testing, you are going to use 1 week. So this is the timeline. You have to discuss it under scope, content. Okay. Now, significance. Why you are going to develop this type of project? How the real world will beneficial by using your project? You have to discuss it. Here again within 1 to 2 paragraphs. Is it specifically designed for any organization or any individual? Are you looking to develop an application for a mobile? Anything. So here you have to discuss the significance. Okay. Next is the main important part is feasibility study. As when you decide that now I am going to develop a particular software or a particular website, or I'm going to for research on any topic, then whether your problem that you have generated, that this problem should be solved, whether it is feasible to achieve or not, that this discussion should be under feasibility study. Okay. So here you are going to judge whether or not you are able to move forward with the project. Some feasibility like economical, whether it is beyond your budget or not, whether it is feasible as technical aspect, as you have chosen some software and after doing some coding, you just check that this software can be built with the help of other technical tools. So you have to take in consideration and give the report under this category, feasibility study. Okay. So here you have to write this, that it is economical, it is whatever I have taken the tools, it is easily achievable. It is also operational when it will be developed. Okay, so you have to write down these technical things here. Next, this is the main thing that you have to be very careful. What methodology or planning of work you are going to take to achieve your goal, to build a your project. So first of all, as you have learned various methodologies in software engineering under SDLC, System Development Life Cycle, or somebody says Software Development Life Cycle. So for BCA students, I will recommend that go for waterfall model. It is very easy. First step is feasibility study, second step is analysis, third design, fourth coding, fifth testing. So one by one you have to take care of each thing. Okay, so you have to decide which model is going to be used. MCA student can take anyone, incremental model, spiral model. Okay, anything you can take. Other than this, you have to first of all very clear about your project, where that what is going to be achieved, whether I am going to develop an application for computer, or I am going to develop an application for mobile, or either I am going to take a web-based project to build any type of website. Again, for BCA and MCA student, I will recommend that you will either choose application-based project or web-based project. Either you are going to try to build a software either for computer or mobile, or simply you are going to build a website. And if anybody wants some research-based project, then I will appreciate it. But it is little bit harder for BCA students. You have to read various research papers to find out the gaps that can be identified, and you will give the solution to fill that gap. That is the research based project. And in application or web based project, you have to just tell about what are the softwares that are needed to build that project, what are the minimum requirement of the hardware, so that your project can run on that platform. These are things to be written over here in this section. So BCA and MCA student, please make most of it here. This point is very important in your project synopsis, because whatever you have write, for example, you have write Java programming. I will make a project using Java. Then in Viva, external can ask some questions based on Java programming. Okay? So you have to take care. If you are going to use that, I will use Oracle database, then external can ask about SQL query. So the basic concept of various tools which you are mentioning in your synopsis, you have the knowledge of it. Clear? And last, what are the expected outcomes for which you are trying to build the software? Again, I'm going to give the same example with the library management system. A librarian work is going to be easier to maintain the records of what are the books are issued to various students or faculties, what are the books still in the library, how many days will be given for returning the books. So these are the data can be saved properly. So you have to write down 1 to 2 paragraphs about what are the expected outcome after building your project. So that's it. One more thing, bibliography. In bibliography, you have to mention what are the various websites through which you are learning some tools, from where you are taking some help. So you have to mention in the category of what? In bibliography. Okay. So that's it for today. Today we learned how to write a project synopsis. In the next class, we will see how to build SRS, that is Software Requirement Specification Document. Because the next step, I will ask to submit by the BCA student specially, and for final year student of MCA, that you have to do the analysis of your project, and after analyzing the problem, you have to build a document known as SRS. I will discuss it in next video lecture, don't worry. Now I am going to show you a small synopsis report that is given by some student. Here you can see that Galgotia Cricket Club. Some student is going to create this type of project. So this is just a template through which you can know about what is to be written in your synopsis report. So first of all, introduction statement about the problem. What the problem is that you will going to solve. Okay, problem facing nowadays with cricket, how your software will improve. Okay, next, why that particular topic is chosen. Now, objective and scope of the project, as we discussed, you have to write down. Methodologies. So here you can see that the student write down various modules that he will include in his project: registration module, login module, search module, and many things. He has given a layout, a starting layout. Okay. Now, what are the minimum requirement of hardware? What are the minimum requirement of software on which your software can run? Clear? So by doing this, you have to write down 6 to 8 pages of synopsis report and submit it to the department. I hope now student can easily create and maintain the report. Still, if any queries arises, you can ask me. Come to my department. We will discuss it. Okay. Thank you very much.